Crater Lake National Park is one of my favorite places in Oregon. And while I love it year-round, my favorite time to visit is in the winter, when there's snow on the ground, the sun is out, and it's a bluebird day. This time I headed out to Snowshoe partway around the rim, camp, and come back the next day. But things didn't go exactly as planned on this trip. Hey there friends, good morning. We are at the Visitor Center at Crater Lake National Park. Just popped in, spoke with the ranger, got some intel about the snowshoe today. Popping over to the next building to get a backcountry permit because we are going to be camping on the rim overnight tonight. So I've got to get that and move the car. Should be a good adventure. You've got the main parking area, administrative building, visitor center. There's more parking down this way, and this is the backcountry parking area in here. And we're headed over to the ranger station. Right, time to fill out our backcountry permit. Fill out part and take it with us, and then part goes in the box. All right, all filled out. In the box we go. Just a minute or two after 12:30, we are on our way, leaving the parking lot. We gotta take the Raven Trail because the road up to the rim is closed. Not allowed to walk on the road when it's closed. Probably shouldn't when it's open either. So Raven Trail, about a mile, about 630-ish feet of elevation gain up to the rim. Then we'll come up and near the lodge and traverse Rim Village. And then we are off into the races, my friends. See the road unplowed down below, but our trail is going to follow those two blue diamonds, mark our trail. Just about a mile in from the car, so not a full mile on the trail yet. Lots of social trails. Rangers were telling me that yesterday a group went the wrong way. I think I may have accidentally followed them for part of it, but definitely back on the right trail. There's been lots of blue diamonds and there are other people. So I am confident and it is beautiful out here. About another 150, 200 feet of elevation until we're up at the rim. And then it's fairly flat for a lot of where we're going today. That looks like we're just about to the rim. Thank you. All right, first view of the lake. We're headed that way. Crater Lake Lodge, straight ahead, closed for the winter. Was up here in August for Mom and Dad's anniversary. Sitting on rocking chairs on the back deck, watching the lake. A little bit different conditions now. You can see Mount Shasta peeking out down there. She is kind of hiding. Made it up to the lodge. It's not that much farther from where you actually come up at the top of Raven Trail. My watch got it as 1.4 miles from the backcountry parking to the top of Raven Trail. Beautiful day up here, lots of folks. Some great views of the lake as you've already seen. So now we're gonna go through Rim Village. We're gonna stop. The only building up here that's open is the restrooms and they are heated and there's water. So gonna go avail myself of those. And then we will go through Rim Village and hit the Rim Drive and keep going out towards Discovery Point. You've got to go at least 1 mile past Rim Village, so just past Discovery Point, I believe, to be able to camp.
I'm officially breaking trail. That's behind me. That is in front of me. Sinking down 8, 10, 12 inches at times. So, I don't think we'll go very far. Basically, it might be the minimum to where we need to go to set up camp. It's beautiful up here. This is going to get tiring. Here's the restrooms. Women, men's over there. Would have to dig the door out. So we're going to skip that. Keep going. Discovery Point is our goal. Absolutely pristine. Unfortunately, I'm starting to get a migraine, which is not fun. I've got meds with me, but they take a little while to kick in. So hopefully they kick in before I lose vision from the aura. It's far enough back to the car that I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to trust that this is going to stop, and I'm going to get up far enough, set up camp, and then have some food and relax. Got a tree down up ahead. Right now I'm sinking in somewhere between ankle and calf deep. We've done 0.6 of a mile from the Rim Village. That's 1.2 miles to Discovery Point. So we are halfway there. Thankfully, meds kicked in quickly. Migraine aura is mostly gone, and I've just slowed down. It is starting to get a little breezy. Winds tonight forecasted kind of 10 to 13, 10 to 14 miles an hour. It's been warm enough. I came up in summer hiking pants and a summer shirt. Sleeves are rolled up. We get to the point where I'm going to roll them down here, but still enough calories being burned. I'm still really warm. How's that for you folks? Nah, bad at all. About 0.15 miles, or yeah, 0.15 miles, a little over 1/10 of a mile to where we can start to camp. Hey there friends, it's about 5:20, sun has gone down. I'm in the tent. By the time I found a place to camp, it was just time to go, get the tent up, get in it, cook dinner. So not a lot to film at this point. So I'll wish you good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Hey there friends, future Spencer coming to you to let you know that I did not make it through the night camping, but had to come out early. I wasn't in trouble, wasn't hypothermic, but I kept shivering, and that made me think that it might be good to make a plan before things got bad. So I called the Backcountry Ranger, and his advice was to snowshoe out, because snowshoeing is going to burn a lot of calories and warm you up. So at 7:30 at night, I packed up the tent, packed everything in the bag, and started snowshoeing out, which you can see here. There were really 3 classic blunders of snow camping that I made. The first was around hydration, the second was around food and fueling my body, and the third was around underestimating the amount of energy it would take to break trail. The first, hydration. I did not drink enough water on this trip. And the main reason is usually I use a hydration bladder, my Camelback, and I sip as I go. As I like to say, think of it, drink a bit. But because it's cold out and I was in 20-degree weather, my Camelback tube was going to freeze. So I switched over to Nalgene's instead. I didn't stop often enough to drink my water. The second issue is I took 2 Nalgene's because I didn't want to carry a whole bunch of extra water. And I wasn't really carrying as much as I needed, and I was going to have to stop and melt snow to get enough water. And I didn't stop and do that until I got to camp. Now the third is I got to camp, I was pretty tired and it was cold, I wanted to get in the tent, so I didn't melt snow. As a result, the one Nalgene I still had left was really cold. So as I drank that cold water, it made my core temperature drop. Issue number 2 is I didn't eat enough calories for what I was doing. I really should have stopped and had more snacks along the way. And then when I got to camp, I had food, but by that point, I really needed a lot more and my body was just cold. I hadn't fueled it well enough to keep me warm. The third issue was breaking trail was really hard. I stopped in and got intel on what the conditions were, but because the upper rim had been closed, no one down below at the ranger station could tell me what the trail conditions were past the lodge and past Rim Village. It was great going up on a trail that had already been broken as far as the rim, but then I was breaking trail and I was sinking down pretty far. And I hadn't brought my flotation tails that I could put on to give me more surface area to stay up more above the snow. So I used a lot more calories than I had expected. I brought my flotation tails. Had I hydrated and had warm liquids along the way, I think I would have been just fine. I had all the gear I needed. I had the gear for the temperatures. I have camped in this type of weather. Thankfully, made it out just fine. It was a beautiful night. Almost didn't need my headlamp. The moon was so bright and the stars, and I just got this really special snowshoe out. So in a lot of ways, it was just fine that this didn't work out. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I always want to show the things that go right, the things that don't go right, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So thanks for joining me on the adventure. We've got lots more fun stuff coming up. I've got a camping trip out at Vantage, Washington at Frenchman's Coulee that I'll be posting after this. So until then, happy trails, friends. Stay safe out there and happy adventures. See ya.